how do you navigate through life with all of these distractions? Like there are women everywhere. Like, how do you find focus?
Yeah, women everywhere. Okay, this is what I would say. I always like to speak based off of what I have done that worked for me. I really don't like generalizing because everybody's life is not the same. But I speak on what has worked for me, and I used to have issues with um, focus. You know, um, sometimes I easily get distracted. You know, some people call it PTSD, eh? ADHD. Yeah, people call it ADHD. But for me, what I started doing was, you see, focus is limiting all your distractions to one, right? And for me, what helped me deal with that, so many things going on, I see something that I definitely know is going to be a problem. I know that if I go and say hello to that girl, while I go day, I know, but something is driving me to say hello. What stops it are two things for me. One, I already have a picture of where I want to be in the next 5 years. I have a picture of it. So when I think about that picture, I say, is this move I'm going to make, is it going to positively affect that picture or negatively affect that picture? If that if you can answer that question there and there, one, that is number one. Is this move I'm making, I know where I want to be in the next 5 years? Because the problem with some young people is that enjoy while it lasts. This life, I just want make we flex, make we enjoy. There's this people put. I think a video. Someone say, "I don't want to think about my future. The future to think about." As much as people laugh about it, but that is a very, very ignorant thing to say. That is very ignorant. And many people are using that as their life motto. Make we flex today, make we not think about the future. But the truth of the matter is, if you don't think about the future, you will fail. There's a saying that if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right? So for me, the first thing is I focus, is this move I'm making going to benefit me in the future? This picture that I already have in my head, will it help me get there or will it not? Number two is, before I make any decision, and guys, this is for mostly for even girls, one of the things that helped me with dealing with things like fornication, sleeping around, and it's not because I'm not human. I don't think about it. Or sometimes you just don't want to be wild or go free. Especially when you have been blessed by God and you have small change in your account and you drive a good car. And there are people that are beautiful that are making passes at you. One of the things I have found out, or one of the things that has helped me in the past is, I think I calculate the consequences of the action I'm about to take. So I'll give you an example. When I was much, much younger, I noticed that if I fondle or do anything that is out of place with a woman, or if I smoosh or do all those things with a woman, one of the things I noticed is that it affects my finances. This was not a one time thing, this was something I found out was consistent. So when I try to do what I'm not supposed to do with somebody that is then I was young, and thank God I found this out early. I noticed that for another 6 to 1 year, I'm struggling financially. And at a point, I checked this. I said, Williams, have you noticed that when you do this, this happens? So what happens is, what helped me is that when that thing comes on you, because it's easier to say, don't worry, don't sleep with woman, don't touch woman. It's easy to say. Until there's that thing, you know what I'm talking about. When it comes on you, you forget all the things your pastors have said to you. But what keeps me, aside from the grace of God and God helping me, is when I remember the consequences. Williams, you're about to have fun for 10 minutes. You're about to have fun for 20 minutes. But it's 20 minutes of fun, but 6 months of suffering. It's me that will preach to myself and say, it's not worth it. Every single time this has worked. Find out what your pleasure costs you. Find out what that thing that you love to do, what does it cost you? Forget what they say. People that are smoking, it's sweet to smoke. Find out what is costing you every day. It is as you're smoking every day, something is dying inside of you. You're killing something inside of you. My uncle died of lung cancer. Cigar smoke. Accumulated smoke for how many years? He eventually died at a young age. Cancer of the lung. They say that's cigar killer. So find out what that pleasure costs you. Don't be an ignorant person saying, let's do it, let's have fun, let us enjoy it because nobody knows tomorrow. No, 1,000 times no. So how to navigate through life, answering your question, is one, being focused. And focus means distracting all your attentions, all your distractions to one. And secondly, what are the consequences of what you're doing? What is your pleasure costing you? What's up, guys? It's your boy Williams. Welcome to my YouTube page. Here I'm going to be sharing some amazing content from comedy skits to value-based videos. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe.